just trying to see who we got going on here. All right. Lola's in. Got people joining. Mia's in. All right. We're going to get after it. Got the bag. Hopefully you brought some water. I didn't bring water. I'm going to live dangerously. And I'm going to start the clock here. And we're going to get this show on the road, right? All right, so here's what we want. Just to kind of get you moving, get that blood flowing just a little bit. Good posture. I want really, really strong ankles. Really switch those glutes on a little bit. We're going to go about 20 to 30 seconds. Just kind of alternating side to side here. Starting that X Factor day off, right? We want to get as much bounce as we can. Nice and relaxed, rhythmic, smooth. And we're just moving. Just kind of flow a little bit. Good. And we'll breathe. A little shake. Just nice and light. Supplementing that speed work we're going to be doing tomorrow. Two-footed pogos. Again, tall, relaxed. Right? Throwing a little bit of a lateral action, side to side with it too, right? Get loose here. We can go forward, backwards as well too. Just keep a nice rhythm. Perfect. And we're just going to march in place up on those toes. You know, I've been spending a lot of time really trying to work on those calves and those ankles. How's everyone doing today? We doing good? Doing well? Rather, I have better English than that. There we go, right? Up on the toes, just marching in place. On those heels. Gonna attack the ankle from every angle possible. Inside edge. Outside edge. And now, a little pronation, supination, right? Excellent. So we want to transition into just a little bit of ankling, but I want you to focus on that good posture, and I really want you to focus on keeping that toe pulled up and really striking the ground, right? So we want to do about 12 to 15 seconds just in place here, and we're just going to step ankle over ankle, right? Once you get the rhythm, we can speed it up. And we'll breathe, right? What we're going to do then, just as we kind of recover a little bit, I want to do a functional calf raise. Think of this like our bird dogs and dead bugs that we've done before, right? So we're going to use the wall, right hand, we go right knee up, right toe up, left arm up. Try to keep that rib cage down. And I want 6 really good calf raises here. We're going to explode up and slowly lower ourselves. Explode up, slowly lower ourselves. Next 3, 4, 5, and one more. 6. Excellent. Right? Same thing on the opposite side. Left hand, left knee up, left toe up. Good posture here. We're explode up, slowly lower ourselves. Explode up, slowly lower. Explode up, slowly lower. Explode up, slowly lower. Let's go 2 more. Good little shake. Back to our ankling, right? Good rhythm here. Strike through that ground. And once we get that rhythm, we'll speed it up a little bit. Bang, right? We'll walk it out. What we did last session, back to the calves again. We're going to go 2 up explosively, 1 down slow. I think 6 total on each side will actually work out really well here. 2. Good. And there's our 6, right? So now we're going to start kind of building up a little bit. So we're kind of working from the ground up there. Let's go into our basic A skip, right? So just good posture. Just want to find a good rhythm, about 12 to 15 seconds here as well, too, right? Kind of show it different. Angles. So the critical thing here is we keep hitting those good positions, and if you're really doing it well, your foot should be striking the ground and reflexively kind of bouncing back up, right? You shouldn't really have to work with your hip flexor and your adductor, your groin, to really actively pull too much. You should be striking the ground with such force that your foot kind of pops back up. So let's try that again one more time. So I want you striking the ground with such intent. Boom, that foot kind of just pops back up. Right? Good. Let's see how we're doing here. All right. We got some shade. Oh, this is very good, right? Excellent. All right, so checking off the box with the A skip there. The soleus calf raise that we did last time, holding that diabolical kind of isometric lunge position. All right, so if we're here, we're going to hold that lunge, right? We're going to up the reps though, so that heel is not allowed to touch the ground, right? We're going to explode up into a calf raise, down slow. Explode up, down slow. Explode up, down slow. Explode up, down slow. Let's go 2 more. Up fast, down slow, up fast, down slow. Right? Whew. Stand up. Feel that one just a little bit, right? All right. Same thing on that right side. Hopefully this gives you a pretty good view here. All right, we're down, we're holding, good position. Up fast, down slow. 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 Up fast, and let's go one more. Up fast, down slow. Woo! Calves, really kind of feeling it there. Right? All right, so let's challenge the A skip. It's that we're going through, right? So we start talking about establishing good posture, balance, and rhythm. Obviously, we know there's progressions and regressions for everything. Let's try the double A skip. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whew. We'll shake that out. And we'll wind up trying that one again one more time. Again, this one's a little more advanced, right? But we start talking about the skips. A great way to kind of prepare you to put yourself in the appropriate positions when we start talking about actually getting up to full speed, right? Let's try it again one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? So it's, again, a lot of value for these posture, balance, and rhythm drills, right? Alright. So the next thing that we want to do, we're going to start kind of progressing, to, we'll say like slightly more technical type things in regards to, really trying to get our foot back underneath us a little bit. So we want A skip, double A. Right? Now we actually want to get into like our B series. So what we want to do is we want to, again, kind of focus on that rhythm a little bit. Once we get that knee up and that toe on the front side, we want to open up and just pull underneath. Right? So nice little rhythm here. And we'll breathe, right? And we'll do a little bit of just dynamic stretching here on the wall. Where you just stand nice and tall and just nice, passive kind of leg swings. Just really relaxed. And we'll grab the other side. And we'll go back to the B skip again one more time here, right? Again, just focus on staying nice and tall for me. Good rhythm. Keep speed it up there a little bit. Really trying to pull that foot underneath you, right? That's what we're looking for, that active pull underneath there. We're going to take a second. Tie our shoes if your shoes happen to come untied like mine have here. And we'll hit some abduction away from the midline and abduction with the hip swings here, right? So just using that wall, we're just going to sweep across and up. Little shake out, right? Just check in, see how everyone's doing here. See what the comments are saying. Thumbs up, checking in, all right? Let's get that left leg, shall we? do this. We are going to essentially do a standing hydrant circle. So just good posture here. Go nice and tall. Keep that knee up and that tall for me. Let's go 5 good reps here. We open up, kind of internally rotate on the back side, and then just bring it back through. Arms are extended. Good posture here. Let's go 3 more. Left side. Just really take your time here. Just try to open that hip up as much as you can. Good. And we'll shake it out. And then we're going to go into just a little baby straight leg shuffle, right? Again, stay nice and tall. Keep that toe up and actively work on pulling that foot back underneath you. We're looking for about, again, 12 to 15 seconds here. Nice and tall, good arm swing. Try to spring. Off that ground, right? A little bit of a bounce, right? Quality of the ground contact is what we're looking for. And, as I've told you many times before, it's not how fast your legs are moving, it is the quality with which you strike the ground, right? Alright, so let's try that again. One more time in place here, right? And we'll kind of maybe let it just gently kind of roll forward just a little in place. Now we'll move it forward just a little bit, right? All right. And we'll do this just to kind of get the hammies a little more, because that's going to kind of be a theme here. Hopefully towards the end we can actually get a little more hamstring specific strengthening, we'll say. By the way, how's everyone doing out there? We good? Doing well, right? All right. Now let's go ahead and just do this, right? We are going to start now transitioning into just a little bit of acceleration specific work with our wall series, right? So we know our first couple of steps, it's more about producing high levels of force than it is about being crazy fast, right? So let's go ahead and start with just really good positioning. If we're up nice and tall, we start with that right knee up and that right toe up. Arms are extended. I just want you to hold that position like you're trying to push that wall over. Good. And then we'll relax, right? We're going to do the same exact thing on the left side. Nice and tall. Just going to hold that position, right? Alright, next one. We're actually going to do a wall sprint. So what I want to do is a full acceleration pattern. We want to go 5 steps. So we're going to hold good position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, think forceful, think strong, as opposed to fast. 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? Shake that out. Walk it out a little bit. Come back, we'll do the same exact thing. Start with that left knee up, that left toe up this time. We'll just keep ripping out sets of 5 here. Next one, we're going to do the following switch. I'll show you the first one. So we're going to make it a little more technical. As we fall, we're going to quickly switch feet, right? So stay with me on this one, right? Nice and tall. We're going to fall. And that's it, right? So I'm quickly switching as I'm falling, right? Let's do that same thing one more time. Right knee up, right toe up. We're just going to catch ourselves. All right, we got it? So this time, after you catch yourself, right, let's go a brief pause, and then let's go 5-step acceleration like we just did. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Simple, right? Nothing to it. Do the same exact thing on the left side. Let's do a couple just following switches, and then we'll layer in our 5-step acceleration as well. One more. This time, let's go with our 5-step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Go up nice and tall. Back, right? Top. Very, very good. All right? Let's start building off of that even more, right? So let's start talking about really orienting ourselves so we can get horizontal with those first couple steps, which is critical. Remember, acceleration, high force, and we want to think of projecting ourselves horizontally as much as possible. So, similar type concept here, but I want you to come out of a half kneeling position. So I want that left foot down, that right knee right beside that left foot. And from here, we just want to launch ourselves out. And we're going to catch ourselves on the wall. Make sure you catch yourself. And we want to push with that left and throw that right knee forward. Bang, right? We're going to come right back to that position. Really make sure we have a good angle here, and we're just leaping straight out. This time, leap out. Let's give me a 5-step acceleration. Good, we'll walk it out. How are we doing out here? Oh, got a double. All right, 2 thumbs up. Very good. All right. Same thing on the opposite side. Right foot is going to now be responsible for the push. The left knee will be down. And let's just kind of launch out here. Let's go one more. This time, let's add that 5-step acceleration. Whew. Good, we'll walk that one out. Now, if we can take the last 2 drills and essentially combine them into one, we want to now work on that horizontal projection, but we want to actually get you to your feet. So I want you to think of it as a single leg RDL, which we've done so many of, and we're going to launch ourselves into our wall and catch ourselves, right? So if we stay on that right leg, we're just going to get into a good hinge, right? Just hold that position, and we're going to launch ourselves forward and just catch, right? So we're just making sure we're driving that left knee through. One more time, right? This time, let's go 5-step acceleration. All right. Same thing on the opposite side. Good hinge. And we're just going to drive through. One more. This one, let's go our 5-step. All right, nice. Very, very good. And then just to kind of reinforce that good position and sort of strengthen it, we're going to kind of come over the wall, right hand, right foot. And all I want you to do is, when you stand up nice and tall, I want you to drop that knee, right? We're going to hinge, and then we're going to explode up, right? So we're going to drop the knee, hinge, explode up. Drop the knee, hinge, explode up. Drop the knee, hinge, explode up. Let's go one more. Drop the knee, ankle stays flat, good hinge, explode up, right? Let's do the same thing on the opposite side. Left hand on the wall, left foot on the ground. So we're going to drop that knee, hinge, explode up. Drop the knee, hinge, explode up. Drop the knee, hinge, explode up. Drop the knee, hinge, explode up. And one more. Drop the knee, hinge, explode up. All right. Nice. And the next thing we want to do, we start kind of translating that to what it would maybe look like without the wall. So if we kind of get in that hinge position, so if we're on that, let's stay on that left side here. Right arm forward, right arm hinge. All I want you to do is turn this into a hinge into a boom, 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 right? So we're here, right? Right? Right arm, right leg, we're driving through, right? And one more time, we're through. Let's get the opposite side. So it's a little more motor intensive, we'll say. So, same thing on the right side, right foot on the ground. That left arm is going to be forward. We're going to come through, and we're going to finish, right? Same thing. Good hinge. One more time. And actually, this time, spice it up just a little bit. Let's go 5 steps. And I'll change the angle here for you a little bit as well. Good hinge. Bang. Always stick the landing, right? And then, just to kind of build you up a little bit more here, just getting a quick time check. Woo! We're cruising along. Our basic high knees, or a run. If we go back to what I kind of initially spoke about with the ankling, really trying to strike through the ground, and then when we progress on the A skip, I mentioned, you should be striking the ground with such intent that your foot is kind of reflexively kind of hopping back up to that good knee up tall position, as opposed to using that hip flexor and that groin that can all the time actively pull up. What I want you to focus on is really striking that ground so your foot sort of bounces back up. So normal high knees, A run, right? Stay nice and tall. Let's get a good rhythm, and let's try to get as much vertical bounce as we can for about 12 to 15 seconds here. All right? And we'll walk that one out because we want to keep that quality up nice and high. And one more time, I'll kind of give you a profile view of this one, right? Let's get that rhythm first, and once we establish that rhythm, then we can start enhancing that speed. We have, we'll say probably a couple more minutes here of just a little bit of the technique type work. And then we're going to start getting into the jumps, and then we're going to start getting into our core work. But again, today is more supplemental to the rest of your program. If you notice, you're following the flatten the curve. The Monday, Wednesday, Friday is pretty labor intensive with the sprinting and the leaping and even a little bit of light conditioning. Today is more, we'll say, an active recovery, because we know that you really should always do something. It's much better than doing nothing, right? So let's do the same thing. Good high knees here, good rhythm. Alright, so we're going to do this. Check in. See how everyone's doing here? Alright, very good. We'll show you kind of a little power variation here too. So what I want you guys to do is, we've been doing that loaded ankle stretch a lot recently, where I have you get in that half kneeling position, stretch, and then stand. We can make it a little more dynamic today. So what I want to do is, I want you to finish, instead of just standing up, I want you to actually physically leave the ground. So it'll be kneel, stretch, pop, right? We'll do that same thing again. So really, it's gonna teach you to accelerate that hip into extension here, right? So we're here to kneel, get that nice little stretch in that ankle. Explode up as high as we can. We're going to land. Let's go 3 more, right? One more. Big height here. Good. Shake that one out. Let's get that left side. Kind of give you an oblique type view here. So we'll go kneel, opposite arm, opposite leg always, right? Good half kneel, good stretch. Explode up, right? All right, check in, thumbs up. All right. We're getting there. Okay. So next one, can we just, last 2 things here before we start getting on to our jumps as promised. Can we go from our little ankling, and can we transition? You'll kind of see this specifically. I know this is on the programming for the week. Can we go from ankling into high knees, right? So again, focus on really striking through that ground. So we're going to start small, and then eventually let transition into that full high knees here, right? So good ankling, right? Kind of let it get a little bigger. And then full high knees. We'll kind of shake that one out just a little bit. We'll run that back. And we'll try that again. Little to big, right? Quality ground contacts here. All right. And then the last one I want to see is that active negative foot action where we pull underneath. I would love for us to transition from a little baby straight leg shuffle into a high knee. Then I'll let everyone get a little bit of water. We'll come back, we'll hit some jumps, 2-foot jumps today. So we did a lot of single leg work last time and a lot of lateral movements. So more 2-foot type stuff, and then we'll get into our core work, right? Okay, so we want to start off with that straight leg shuffle, right? Just keep working on pulling that foot underneath you here. That good posture. We're here, we're here, we're here. Rhythm. Now can we transition into the high knee? Once the weather gets nicer, and we've done this in our turf-based sessions quite a lot. I particularly love that one just by feel, because once you start hitting that, there's no amount of words that I can say to coach you that really teaches just the quality of the ground contact in relationship to your getting that foot underneath your center of gravity like that drill can. So it's fantastic, right? And we're gonna go one more time, and we're gonna grab some water after this, right? So give me a good rhythm. Just keep pulling that foot underneath. Now let's start transitioning. We'll relax, shake it out just a little bit. Whatever you might need here. Take 30 seconds, grab some water, and we're going to come back and we're going to hit some jumps. All right. Chase, again. All right. All right, so we got a lot of little extensive type jumps out of the way with our warm-up. So we want to think a little bit bigger now. What I really would love you to do first, though, is let's hit those breaks, right? Because we can't overcome what we can't absorb, right? So just to make sure you're staying sharp here, let's go 3 just normal snap down. And everyone does these fantastically well. Nice little reach. There's 1. And last one. Awesome. Very good. So good. Let's actually do 2 more. Can we add in a 90-degree rotation? So why don't we do this? As we snap down this time, let's rotate 90 degrees to our left shoulder. Let's go back to the right. And then last one for good measure. Right? Can we try to get a full 180 here just to make you kind of work a little bit? Just a little bit of skill. And then one more time. We went off the left shoulder that time. Let's go off the right shoulder. Whew. Good. Good to have a nice level of body control there as well. So I like that. A little bit of functional core, because you have to keep everything nice and tidy and razor sharp. Alright? So let's do this. Let's go a little bit of tinier ground contacts into some bigger ground contacts. Right? So I want to go 4 little hammer hops into 1 big knee tuck jump. 2 legs. I'm going to rotate through that 3 times. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll walk it out. Alright, so we got the rhythm. We got the rhythm now. Let's go ahead and let's add in a little lateral ski component. Right? Little baby skis. 1, 2, 3, 4. Big knee tuck jump. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we stay. We'll walk it out. Let's see how everyone's doing here. All right. Wide outs. Wide outs, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're up, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up. We're sticking it. Whew. Walk that out. And then the last one, let's go X walk. So the X walk is going to be out, alternate, out, alternate, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and let's get up, right? So. Always sticking that landing. Alright, let's just get loose. Whew. Feels like I trained earlier and yesterday. That is for sure. Alright, let's go ahead and do this. Let's remove the little baby footwork and let's just go big with it. Right? So here's what I want to do. Quick off the ground, 5 good reps. Quickly flick both heels off your butt. Land it. Easy. All right. 5 knee tuck jumps now. Quick off the ground. Get those knees up as high as you can. So think quick and high. Stick the landing. Oh, and everyone's favorite. Let's see that hip speed here. We're going to go with our kneeling squat jumps. Let's start off really simple. So remember, ankles are unloaded. The hips are in charge, because the hips don't lie. Right? I want you to try to land as high as you can. Right? The higher you can get those hips, the more speed and torque you're generating through the muscles that we want to actually do the work. One more. 3 good ones. Good. Shake it out, walk it out a little bit. Alright. This one, we spice it up, we'll make it a little bit harder. Right? Well, make you work. Let's take those arms out of the equation. Prisoner style, arms behind the head, right? So, like it's a little bit more difficult. And one more. And we'll walk that one out. Whew. Tell you what, this cement, unforgiving on the knees. Roast them. Good, how are we feeling out there? Are we good? Alright, nice. Alright, it is core work time. Onto the bag. We are getting there too. So, your bag loaded with your favorite book, or books plural. So all I want you to do is I want you to get into that good lunge position. Again, I love trying to get you just a little bit comfortable in those uncomfortable positions, because that's what's really going to make you kind of strong and resilient when you're out there on the field as well too. Let's go right leg first. So we're going to hold that lunge on that right side, and we're going to go 8 big clockwise circles and then 8 big counterclockwise circles. Good lunge. All right, so good posture. You want to extend those arms. So we're going to go clockwise. Four, 5, 6, 7, and there's 8. Oh man, now we gotta go the opposite way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Whew. So I love bang for your buck exercises like that. So we're isometrically challenging that leg, so we're getting some good leg strength in while we're forced to stabilize through our core, and we're kind of bringing the shoulders to the party as well too. So particularly as soccer players, we want you out in the field playing. We don't need you spending hours and hours and hours in the gym. So anytime we can start putting multiple things together, that's a win. Do the same thing on the left side. Can't neglect the left, right? Good lunge. Oh, we're going to hold. Let's go clockwise, right? Two more. I think that's 8. Can't count. Put on the brakes. Good, let's go the opposite way. Big circles. Arms are straight. Good posture. 3, 2, and 1. Woo. Oh, horrible. And we're out. All right, we'll shake that one out. As we recover, all right, let's go back to our single leg balance that we did the other day. Right leg, flat-footed. Won't be asking too much with the ball of the foot, because we know that's a lot harder. Let's go 8 circles. One more. Now let's reverse it. Left leg. Same thing. Nice and tall. Always good posture. Try to keep those eyes forward. You don't need to look at the back, I don't think. Two. And let's reverse it. relax. Right? So let's hit that hinge a little bit, shall we? So here's what we want to do. We only want to do a half windmill out of that hinge, but I want you to use the wall to brace, and I want you to physically open up your chest and keep your arms straight. So if we go on that right leg, we're going to hinge it, and we're going to really try to wedge yourself in between the ground and the wall here. Arms are going to stay straight. Chest is going to open up. And we're going to come back in, right? See if we can do 8 good ones. Really look at that bag. Everything's deliberate, controlled. Three more. Nice and strong here. Whew. Gotta like it. Kind of testing your mettle a little bit at the end there too. The brain starts to go as you fatigue, so you have to really kind of concentrate. And I like these. These are little subtle ways that kind of condition tastefully, right? Let's do the same thing on the opposite side. Left foot, good hinge. Ugh. Right leg anchored into that wall. There's one. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. Don't drop your bag. Last one. Little hold. Woo. Oh. All right. We made it. Let's go one more here. Let's finish with this, just so everyone kind of remembers the session a little bit. Just so you feel it. Let's go zombie style. Arms extended. Follow me. Let's go pulse. Pulse squat in the bottom. We'll get a little bit of mobility for those hips as well too. Arms are extended here. Good. Chest stays up. Arms stay extended. Oh, again, that core work. Good. Let's keep working that bottom. Let's just burn it out just a little bit. Get those ankles, kind of get everything here. What do you think? About 10, 15 more seconds? I'm the one talking through it at least. You guys got this, right? Good. Just move. Get loose, right? Flow, right? We want dynamic, fluid. Woo. And I want robots, right? Oh, almost there. 3, 2, 1. We'll stand. Hips are unglued. Back is down. Believe we made it, right? Fantastic job today. Again, just a little bit more technical. Want to make sure that we're, hitting those positions. Other than that, thank you for joining in. And I'm sure I will see everyone very, very soon. And please make sure to send over pictures, videos, any other lovely content you might have, as we always appreciate it. Social media, keep that game strong. Talk to you guys later.